Uh-oh. You just realized you forgot something you really needed for your Disney vacation. So where on property can you go to get the things that you need? Well, today, we're going to find out. Let's hop into it. Hello and welcome to the Park Hop. My name's Jacob. Thanks for liking and subscribing. You know, on every trip, whether it's to Disney World or someplace else, somebody forgets something. You open your suitcase or your backpack only to find the thing that you really need isn't there. I know on at least one occasion I actually forgot my entire suitcase. Back before Magic Bands, my family forgot our tickets. Not to mention the times I just forgot a toothbrush or a bathing suit or some other vacation staple. Now, normally this is easy enough. You get in your car, you head to Walmart, you head to Target, and you get the stuff that you need. But if you're staying at a Walt Disney World resort hotel and you don't have a vehicle, it's not always an option. And if you're not really interested in paying $30 for a round-trip Uber or Lyft just to get a toothbrush, you need to know where you can pick up those commonly forgotten items while still on Disney property and without spending all of your snack or souvenir money. And that's why today we're going to be showing you the best places on Disney property to buy the 6 things you probably forgot on your Disney vacation, in no particular order. Number 1, toiletries. Okay, can we be real for just a second? Mid-August? Orlando? Not the time or the place to have forgotten your deodorant, and yet we do it all the time. We leave the bath bag or the shave kit by the bathroom sink at home and don't realize it until we need it. But regardless of the type of Procter & Gamble product that you left behind, the good news is that this is the easiest type of item to replace. Each Walt Disney World Resort hotel has, surprise, a gift shop. And in each of those gift shops, you're going to find a wall full of commonly forgotten personal care items like fingernail clippers, hand sanitizer, diapers, toothbrushes, toothpaste, razors, shaving cream, deodorant, and a whole lot more. Yeah, the prices are going to be more than what you'd pay at your local grocery store, but they're not so high that I'd call it exorbitant. And it certainly isn't worth your time or your money to try and leave property just to find the stuff for slightly cheaper elsewhere. For instance, here's a travel-size stick of deodorant for $3.29. It's not what you'd pay at the Dollar Tree, but knowing Disney prices, it could be a lot worse. You can get a toothbrush, a 2-pack of razors, or a can of shaving cream for $2.99 each. And if you need medicine, there's ibuprofen and Sudafed and children's Tylenol, a lot of the basic stuff you would have had with you. But you forgot it. Number 2, socks and underwear. Now, maybe you've never forgotten to pack your unmentionables, but if you're like me, you have. And that leaves you 2 choices. Find somewhere to get some or go without. And because you're not a caveman, you're going to choose the former. And we all thank you for that. So once you've committed to keeping everything in its place, you're going to hop on a bus for Disney Springs. And you're going to wander over to Uniqlo. Now, for those of you who don't know, Uniqlo is a Japanese casual clothing retailer and has one of the largest retail stores in Disney Springs. Think of it like a giant Old Navy in terms of both selection and price. Now, not only do I love Uniqlo because they have fantastic prices on Disney t-shirts, but they also have the best prices in all of Disney Springs on socks and underwear for both kids and adults. For instance, you can get 2 pairs of men's underwear for less than $10. For boys and girls underwear, you'll get 3 pair for that price, and for women's, well, they're about the same price as the men's. But you get funny looks trying to take video of the women's underwear aisle, so you're going to have to take my word on it. Adult socks are sold individually for about $4 or in sets of 3 for right around that $10 mark. And kids' socks, you'll find 2 pair for about $6. Now, there are other places to get these items at Disney Springs, but not for close to the same prices. So if you're looking for the best value and you want to pay as little stupid tax as you can for forgetting something so basic, Uniqlo is your store. Number 3, sunglasses. I have a really hard time being out in bright sun without sunglasses, and I wear prescription lenses, so if I forget mine, I'm out of luck. If you can wear store-bought sunglasses, however, you're not. I've actually got a couple of choices for you here, and the first one is going to sound familiar. It's Uniqlo. On the first floor near the cash registers, you'll find a wall of sunglasses that can all be bought for about $15. There's a huge selection, and even though they're inexpensive, they're actually not terribly made. You're definitely going to find something that you like at the Uniqlo sunglasses section. As it turns out, however, you might not need to leave your hotel or the park you're in when you find yourself trying to squint the sun away. Many stores all over Disney property have a 3-tiered sunglass section consisting of options for $14.99, $19.99, or $26.99. The upside here is that there are some Disney-themed options to choose from. The downside is that the selection is not great, and the quality isn't any better than what you'd find at Uniqlo, and in some cases, they feel even cheaper. But even at the highest price point, you're not going to have to sell any of your Disney dining credits to keep the sun out of your eyes. And that's a good thing. Number 4. Bathing suits. Now this might be number 4 on our list, but it has to be number 1 for me. I have about 6 swimsuits in my closet, most of them purchased as a result of me forgetting to bring one with me. Now if you forget a bathing suit, man or woman, there are multiple options available to you, especially at Disney Springs. Again, Uniqlo has some great options, but they're seasonal. If you're not there during the spring or summer months, they're not going to be carrying them. What's more, the dedicated swimwear stores at Disney Springs tend to be very expensive. And this list is all about value, so we're actually going to go back to the hotel gift shop. In season, every resort hotel's gift shop is going to have swimsuit options. Out of season, there are fewer choices, but you're not out of luck. If you're going to Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon, they'll have swimsuits and towels year-round. You'll need a ticket to go to their stores, but if that's already in the plan, it's a great option. Now, if you're not headed to one of the water parks, and if your hotel isn't currently carrying swimwear, take a bus to one of the theme parks or Disney Springs, and then transfer to a bus for Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, where they also, for whatever reason, carry swimwear all year round. The selection's minimal, generally one style for men, one style for women, one for boys, one for girls, and they're pretty basic. But if you're just needing something to throw on and jump into the resort pool, they'll be just fine. And they're not really expensive. A men's suit will run you about $30, a women's one piece is about $40, kids' suits will be around $25. They also carry a small selection of towels, goggles, and flip-flops. Now, not everybody loves to swim, but if you do, you gotta have a suit. And it turns out your hotel gift shop might not be a bad option for you if you left yours at home in the drawer. Number 5. SD cards. This one used to be so easy. Every hotel gift shop used to carry both SD and micro SD cards for your phone or your camera, and if you were in the park, you could go to any one of the camera centers and buy one there. But very recently, I'm assuming because of decreased demand, cloud storage, that kind of thing, Disney stopped selling them almost everywhere. Believe it or not, there isn't a single store in Disney Springs that sells an SD card. And it turns out that if you're in need of an SD card and you're confined to Disney property, the only place that you can pick one up is at a business center inside a conference center at a Disney resort. There are only 7 of these on property. The Boardwalk Inn, the Contemporary Resort, Coronado Springs, the Grand Floridian, the Walt Disney World Dolphin, the Walt Disney World Swan, and the Yacht and Beach Clubs. Now, these business centers aren't easy to find as they're actually in the conference areas of the hotels and they're behind basic interior doors. Also, make sure when you go to check the quality of the card that you're purchasing. These 2 cards were recently available at the Contemporary. The card on the left isn't suitable for HD video, while the one on the right is. Why anyone is still selling a Class 4 card, I don't know. You're going to pay about $15 for a 16GB micro SD card with an SD adapter, so it's not a terrible deal, and you don't have any larger options in terms of size, but this is a prime case of forgetters can't be choosers. If you're in dire need of some extra storage, hop on a bus to Disney Springs or one of the parks, transfer to a resort bus, and head to a Disney Business Center. Number 6. Phone accessories. The last of the often forgotten items on our list are some of the most important ones, even more important than underwear, arguably, and that's your cell phone charger and your headphones. Like a lot of things, they seem like they would be easy to find. Finding them at an affordable price on property is actually harder than you might think, though. Disney Springs surprisingly isn't going to be much help to you here, and not every hotel gift shop is going to have what you need, especially not at a great price. So for these items, we're actually going to send you to a gas station. But Jacob, you say, everything on this list was supposed to be able to be found on property without having access to a car. You're right. I did say that. And it's true. If you spent any time at Walt Disney World, you may have noticed that there are 3 Speedway gas stations on property. One is located off of World Drive as you exit the Magic Kingdom parking lot, another is along Buena Vista Drive near the Boardwalk Inn, and a third is also on Buena Vista across from Disney Springs and next to the Grapefruit parking garage. Only one of these is easily accessible for folks not staying at the boardwalk, and that's the Speedway at Disney Springs. When you take a bus from your Disney resort to Disney Springs, you'll be able to see the Speedway station across Buena Vista as you exit your bus. Walk across the elevated walkway, and then turn left to take the sidewalk along Buena Vista to the Speedway station. The whole walk is around a quarter of a mile, and once there you'll find a reasonably large collection of cell phone chargers, cables, and headphones, including Bluetooth options for those with newer phones without a headphone jack. They also have some of the other often forgotten items that we've talked about, like toiletries, medicines, and sunglasses. Cables start around $6 or $7, charging plugs are around $10, and the headphones vary between $15 and $30. Also, you can get a fountain Coke at the Speedway stations for less than a third of Disney prices, so you might as well pick up one of those while you're there too. So there you have it, the best places on Disney property to buy the things that you probably forgot to bring with you on vacation. There used to be a much better and often cheaper solution for some of these things, and that was to have Amazon Prime or Prime Now deliver them to you. For many years, Bell Services would hold an item shipped to you at the front desk or even bring it to your room, but Disney changed that policy in 2019. Now, the only way to get a delivery like that is to meet your delivery driver in front of the hotel, which is just not really a viable solution for most situations. So for now, you're going to be heading to gift shops, Disney Springs, and even a gas station to get the stuff that you need, which isn't always fun. Maybe next time you'll learn to make a list before you leave the house. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe and click the notification icon, and leave some comments down below if you'd like. Until the next time here on the Park Hop, my name's Jacob, reminding you to gather your belongings, watch your head and step, and take all small children by the hand.